Hi, I'm Emerson Eoff, and I'm a photographer.
I got into photography through my mom. Originally, I wanted to be a photojournalist, and one day I had my little crappy iPhone and I was taking pictures in the backyard, and my mom was like, I don't know, those are pretty good. So she took me out of journalism and she stuck me in photography. And I just started messing around with it, and I fell in love with it. I like the idea of capturing images rather than writing about them. I think that my biggest project that I've taken on is an independent study project where we had to choose one photographer and mimic their style. I chose Joey L, and he did warm lighting and warm backgrounds and softbox lights. And I couldn't find any other place to use except for my house, so I had to transform my entire house into a studio, set up some softboxes, and just kind of make it work. And that's really difficult because your house is your home, it's not a studio, it's not a workplace, and I had to make it as such. So the shoot probably took about 6 hours, and I had models in and out all day, and it took about 4 hours of editing through Lightroom and Photoshop, but I think it paid off. Definitely my biggest project as of late. One of the most recent things is I got first place in the regional competition for SkillsUSA. Some other things that I have done, a lot of my pictures, I think I had over 200 pictures in our yearbook. I was published in the Photographers Forum. Only 14,000 people entered, only 100 pictures made it. I was one of those pictures. Anyone with the skills and determination can probably get where I am, but they cannot do it in the way that I do it. My photography is going to look different than anyone else's because I want it to. I want it to be unique, and I want it to be a representation of me. Sure, you may be able to get to the level that I'm at, but that does not mean that you will have the same look or feel as I do. I have found on many occasions that you can put two photographers side by side and ask them to take a picture of something, and you will get a completely different image. So, am I one in a million in my style and my look? I hope so. I hope that I'm unique and that it will stand out that way. But I am not one in a million in the fact that no one else can get to the area that I'm at. I've had a few things which have kind of limited me in ways. One of them is, since I come from such a small town, it's really hard to do commercial photography, and that's the industry that I really want to get myself involved in. So I've had to take birthday shoots and senior sessions and stuff like that and kind of make them more commercial and more creative, more built towards me, not just so straightforward, not your everyday pictures. I've had to come up with new ideas and take that senior and take them out of their comfort zone to kind of make the shot which I want. Out of all the people in my life pushing me to become a great photographer, it has to come from you. Like, I have people who support me, don't get me wrong. I have teachers, I have parents, I have friends, but it has to come from you, especially as a photographer, because you're kind of like an individual with a camera against the world. And if you're not pushing yourself, you're never going to get anywhere. This industry is very hard to get into. You got to be determined and kind of hard-headed, and you have to be able to take advice yet keep your own creativity. And if you're not pushing yourself, no one else is.